speaking of murder, let's just jump. We need to get it straight in.
Let's get it.
You popped up at Momo's house.
It's Terrance Gangsta William, aka OGD, aka Mr. Ounce, right back. Aka the people champ, Terrance William. I'm out here by my people, y'all. I'm in New Orleans, down here by my people. I'm about to see a Moby home right now. Wow.
I'm gonna help you get the braids out your head, y'all. Say, check this out. say, that man Murda say I did an AI. Where they do that at? But how you do an AI in somebody's house, bro? Say,
hey, bro. That
I
was
saw
really
them.
that man from the house for real, bro.
Listen, bro, man. They had the wheelchairs in the what you call it, in the gate. When I walked in there, I said, "Yeah, this is grandma's house here." Cause they got them little walkers, and I should have stole one. That's what I should have did.
We ain't gonna do the hats. We had to go Taliban. Somebody kill a bitch. Hey, Terrance. What's up, man? I saw some of you in the interview. Like, you really think I'm playing with you, right? You really trying to push this narrative that you came to my grandmother's house.
It's over with. For the longest, you ran with the narrative that you told on dead people, and people bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. You know, people came on here and defended you and was like, yeah, man, if I had a chance to get out of prison and say that I told on my partners who was dead, I'd do it too. So now, what y'all gotta say now?
Yo, you rocking with blognem TV? Hit that like and hit that sub. We about to get straight into it. Alright, so for y'all who been keeping up, y'all know OG Murda and Terrance Gangsta Williams, BIRDMAN alleged brother. They got this internet beef they've been having going on for a few years. Now, in the recent times, in recent days, Terrance Gangsta Williams allegedly went to OG Murda grandma's house. And it was a rumor going around saying that that's where OG Murda lived with. He lived with his grandmother. So Terrance Gangsta Williams decided to pull up there and give their house a visit. Allegedly, you know, he gave it a visit. Now we got OG Murda claiming that he has Terrance Gangsta Williams sealed files. Y'all heard me right. OG Murda has Terrance Gangsta Williams sealed files. Y'all know when Terrance Gangsta Williams first came home, you know what I'm saying? He went viral for saying he told on the dead. That's how he reduced his life sentence, and that's how he got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it was a real popular and it was a real concept going around saying that it's okay to snitch on the dead. Well, it looks like Murda has the sealed files, and you can put those theories to rest. Because it looks like Terrance Gangsta Williams told on more than just the dead. Y'all hit that like, hit that sub. I'm gonna let y'all check it out. We finna get straight into it. You rocking with blognem TV.
I saw on the news, house in flames, or you know, person get hit up. So, but I'm just showing them like, bro, you could be touched now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just joking. I'm having fun.
So they say you on the thing you was going for early Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, they ain't smelling nothing cooking. That's why I left.
So you saying when no food?
Nah, I ain't had nothing. No, I tell I'm gone.
So for the record, let's just say this to state it was not an AI. You was really
big facts
at his house.
Yeah,
okay,
that's a fact.
We're gonna put to see if we could get the original film.
Yeah, homie got the original film. The one who filmed me.
Okay, say less.
And for those who was saying, "Oh, he talking low," that's because we didn't have mic. He just had his cell phone recording, so of course it's going. And then once you did the editing,
sound about right.
So it's going to
sound with the editing.
We ain't gonna do the hats. We had to go Taliban. Somebody kill a bitch. Hey, Terrance. What's up, man? I saw some of you in the interview. Like, you really think I'm playing with you, right? You really trying to push this narrative that you came to my grandmother's house. Okay, cool. But the first thing I want to ask is, why you going somewhere where I don't stay? Why are you whispering? Why you didn't go to the step? Like, if you went there, that had to be the trip I ever seen. You had your bodyguard holding the camera while you tiptoe around my grandma's gate. But you tiptoed around the gate nonetheless. That's what you say, right? See, Giggity, I keep telling you this, right? Everything you do, I make an ass out of you. Everything you do. And every time you try to one-up me, I always do you something way worse than what you try to do me. Now, see, one thing that people know, one thing people know about OG Murda is Murda don't play behind Grandma Murda. See, when you play with Grandma Murda, you take it to a whole nother level. See, you tried to level up on me, right? So, since we going there, okay. Since you went there, now I gotta go here. Let me tell y'all what Rule 35 is, what Gangsta was pursuing. This is Rule 35, ladies and gentlemen. If you was wondering, say, bro, send me my dollar, please. Don't play on me. Send me my dollar, dog. Can I get me? I'm working, people. Grandma Murda said, tell your daddy page up. Send me a dollar, people, because it's about to get juicy. I got to get me in the process, dog. We about to put it in. I got to get me while I do this. Y'all guys show me love because it's about to get nasty. This nasty work. This is nasty work. I'm telling y'all. All right. This Rule 35 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure allows the government to file a motion requesting a reduction in a defendant's sentence if after sentencing, the defendant provided substantial assistance. Now, see, y'all, you know what's bothering me? I feel like they throwing lawyer words around. So now I feel like I got to do my job. Now I got to go, we got to look up substantial assistance. We got to do that, bro. Because I will not have nobody sitting in my room being dumb. So we're going to look up substantial assistance. Oh, Lord, I don't like the definition, Giggity. Giggity, I don't like the definition already. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord, this can't be real. This can't be real, Giggity. Wait, all right, substantial assistance. I'm just going to read. Substantial, hey, princess me. Oh, Lord. Now, look, this is the definition. I'm reading the definition, dog. That's all I can do, dog. I'm reading the definition. Behave. I'm reading the definition, bro. Now, the definition says substantial assistance is a term in criminal law for a defendant providing information or cooperation to help investigate or prosecute other crimes, which can lead to a reduced sentence. This assistance must be based on first-hand knowledge and can include identifying accomplices or other involved individuals. In exchange for this cooperation, a prosecutor can ask a judge to decrease the defendant's penalty. Like him going from having life to coming home. Like life plus 40, then you come home. Like that. All right. But this may also involve risks like endangering oneself and one's family. All right, so now y'all know what substantial assistance mean, dog. You understand what I'm saying? We got it down pat. Substantial assistance is for niggas who ratting, who providing information. So if Gangsta was okay, y'all pretty much can put it together, but it's gonna be more clear cut. It's gonna be more clear cut than this. Who was being prosecuted in the Eastern District of New York about the crimes defendant one committed. The United States Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of New York transferred Williams to that district to cooperate against defendant one. However, defendant one matter was resolved by a guilty plea, so he was not called. So Gangsta wasn't called to testify. Dude pled guilty. He must have knew Gangsta was getting down on him. He must have told him Gangsta was about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, because Gangsta was willing to testify. It's gonna tell you that too. All right. Now, check this out. This how cold-blooded he is. This way he about to show you a nigga from New Orleans. Now, check this out. When he was cooperating against defendant one, Williams was placed in the Bureau of Prisons of the Metropolitan Detention Center, the MDC, Special Housing Unit. Look, he was on the rat unit. He was on the Special Housing Unit for the rats for stabbing another inmate. While there in 2012, Williams was housed with Timothy Pinckney. Pinckney was a subject of an ongoing homicide investigation for the 2005 murder of Terrance Barnett in Brooklyn, New York. When they were cellmates, Pinckney confessed to Williams about brutally murdering Barnett. Barnett specifically told Williams that he killed Barnett. Pinckney specifically told Williams that he killed Barnett in the case of mistaken identity, while carrying out a drug-related killing for Brooklyn drug dealer Sean Taylor. So, dog, it's like your cellmate sitting in the cell with you, running it, and you thinking he your partner, and the whole while this bitch a whole rat trying to get information from you. That's why they always tell you in jail, don't never talk about your case with a nigga. The nigga asks you what you in jail for, lie, bitch. Tell them bitches anything. Get them to your face, man. Don't talk to no nigga about your case. Fuck. So look, Taylor had been indicted for the June 20th, 2007 contract murder of Joseph August, a narcotics trafficker from whom Taylor and several co-conspirators stole approximately 5 kilos of powder cocaine. Pinckney was serving a 3 to 6 year New York state sentence for criminal possession of a weapon in the 3rd degree and a Pennsylvania state sentence for possessing a firearm with a license. All right, so Pinckney wasn't that bad. You hear me? He had criminal possession of a weapon and in the 3rd degree and a Pennsylvania state sentence for possessing a firearm without a license. When Williams' cooperation began, Pinckney had not been charged federally. So dude just had some light he could deal with. You know who Sean Taylor is? Oh, Lord. So look, check it out. When Williams' cooperation began, Pinckney had not been charged federally. Pinckney was an admitted member of the Crip gang, and law enforcement believed him to have committed at least 3 homicides. Williams provided law enforcement with information on these 3 murders. Williams provided law enforcement with information on these 3 murders. Williams did. Giggity. Provided law enforcement with information. Sound like a rat to me? That sound like a rat to me. Provided law enforcement with information on these 3 murders, plus an additional fourth murder. I threw an extra body in for free. Look, that extra body on me, bitch. I know you wanted 3, bitch, but look, I'm gonna give you 4. That bitch, big bucks, no whammies, huh? Lord have mercy, Jesus. This is crazy. All right. Which was admitted to him by Pinkney. So Pinkney sat in the cell and told this nigga everything. On April 29, 2005, Pinkney murdered Terrance Barnett in Brooklyn, New York, in a contract murder on behalf of Taylor, as mentioned above. The murder was a result of a narcotic feud between Taylor and another drug trafficker. Taylor said Taylor paid Pinkney $1,000 to murder the trafficker. Damn, $1,000? You know this gotta be some throwback shit. Nigga got that boy about it. You know, from a documentary. All right. So Taylor paid Pinkney $1,000 to murder the trafficker. In a case of mistaken identity, Pinkney killed Barnett, who was not the intended victim. On February 15, 2005, during a shootout with a neighborhood rival, Pinkney mistakenly murdered a father who was returning from church in Brooklyn with his young daughter. Damn, this man had killed the nigga while they were with their daughter, and it was the wrong nigga. And he's sitting there telling Gangsta this? Man, this crazy. Who was not the intended victim on February 15, 2005 during a shootout with a neighborhood rival. Pinkney mistakenly murdered a father who was returning from church in Brooklyn with his young daughter. Lastly, in 2008, Pinkney and his brother murdered a rival inside of a housing project in Staten Island, New York, in retaliation for a gang-related shooting in Brooklyn. Although the United States and the Eastern District of New York corroborated the facts of these murders and other crimes, Pinkney was not charged with these crimes due to insufficient evidence. So he got away with all this until Gangsta told on him. God, it's crazy. On November 20th, 2012, Williams wore a wire on behalf of the government when Pinkney confessed to the Barnett murder again. Damn, dog, that's stuck. He went and told him, but he keep on talking to me about it. Man, why you me up? Why you me up? Why you me up? In addition to the confession being captured on the recording, from Gangsta's Wire, other relevant information was captured that enabled the government to locate a witness to the Barnett murder to corroborate information on the murder. So they was able to find a witness through Gangsta Wire. The government ultimately was able to charge Taylor and Pinkney with Barnett's murder. Got them out the way. Pinkney subsequently pled guilty to his role in the murder and is currently serving a 25-year sentence. So Pinkney doing 25. Taylor went to trial in 2014 when another drug dealer stole a cellular phone Taylor used to conduct his narcotics business. He recruited Pinkney to murder him. On April 29, 2005, Taylor offered Pinkney over $1,000 to carry out the hit. In 2008, Williams provided information against two correctional officers, at FCI Yazoo City that were introducing contraband into the, into the medium facility. In the first instance, Williams provided information that allowed investigators at Yazoo to investigate, charge, and indict correctional officer Martin. In the second instance, Williams provided information about two separate, damn, so he did one, then the second time he did two. That little bitch a fool. Oh, that little, man. In the second instance, Williams provided information about 2 separate instances during which he paid the correctional officer, White, to introduce contraband, including cocaine, marijuana, and cigarettes. This nigga done pieced the deputy up, dog. Indictment and conviction against Timothy Pinckney and Sean Taylor in the United States versus Taylor, Eastern District of New York, for murder and inherent risk in providing information against highly dangerous defendants. The United States believes Williams deserves a reduction in his sentence. Furthermore, this court can consider Williams' cooperation, which resulted in convictions on pleas against correctional officers Dontellis White and Raymond Martin. Based on the cooperation provided, the United States respectfully requests that this honorable court grant Williams a downward sentence of 480 months, 40 years. From his current life sentence, Williams has been in federal custody since 1998 and has served approximately 23 years imprisonment. Wherefore, for the aforementioned reasons, it is respectfully requested that the government's motion for reduction of sentence be granted. It is further requested that this motion and attached order be sealed for safety of the defendant until further order of the court, and that copies be given only to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the defense attorney, U.S. probation. Giggity, who this is? Who this is, Giggity? That's Sean Taylor, right? That's Sean Taylor right there. Who this is, Giggity? You only ratted on dead people, right? You only ratted on dead people, but Timothy Pinckney, he come home in 4 years. He not dead. The 2 correctional officers you told on, they not dead either. That's Timothy Pinckney right there. So he dead, Giggity? Because he can't be dead if he come home in 4 years, bro. You got the other nigga multiple life sentences plus 50 more years.
Long as you ran with the narrative that you told on dead people, and people bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. People came on here and defended you and was like, yeah, man, if I had a chance to get out of prison and say that I told on my partners who was dead, I'd do it too. So now, what y'all gotta say now? The paperwork don't lie. The paperwork do not lie. Terrance Gangsta Williams, you are a Nucci rat, the lowest of the low. You literally travel from prison to prison, wearing a wire, befriending other inmates, befriending your cellies, getting them to talk about their cases and their unsolved crimes, and reporting it back to the federal government with hopes of getting your time reduced, and you succeeded. The guy up in New York literally had gotten away with what his crime that he committed. He confided to you and talked to you as a cellie, as we all did that before. We all sat down in our cells with our cellie and talked to them, and expressed our stories and grief and this, that, and the other, because you form a bond with your cellie, because you have to. You living with that person, so the first thing you want to do is get to know your cellie. Sometimes a person may say too much, and in this case, saying too much to you cost him his life. You wore a wire on this guy as he trusted you and talked to you about his case. And the end results was this guy wound up getting a life sentence for a crime he committed that he literally had gotten away with it until he talked to you about it. You low-life government employee. I bet you happy that the government shutdown is over with, because you are a government employee. Gotcha, bitch. So here's the thing about it, you know, it's crazy because if you ever been through the prison system, whether state or federal, you knew that narrative that Terrance Gangsta Williams was running with was a lie. You should have known that that was a lie, because ain't nobody gonna get no life sentence plus 20 years and wind up getting all that shit thrown away because they told on dead people. You got to give them people something very, very important for them to do you a favor and throw all of that time away and let you back home free. Now, this is something else I want y'all to know. Don't think not for 1 minute that he's still not employed by the federal government. They're not gonna give you such a big favor and you not still gonna be working. So I'm aware. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe.
Yeah, so y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. You know, Terrance was saying he told on the dead, but in his paperwork it's saying that he was telling on cellmates who was confiding in him, who he had relationships with, and they was telling him stuff about their case. You know, Pinky told him something about his case. He went back, wore a wire on him, and got it confirmed that Pinky actually did that murder or was involved with the murder, and got the man, you know what I'm saying, sipped up the road for even longer, you know, got him even a longer bid. And this paperwork don't sound fake. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Terrance is a snitch, or y'all think Terrance did the smart thing to find some niggas to tell on so he can come home? Because he was already in there for like 23 years he did before he snitched. Hit that like, hit that sub. You're rocking with blognem TV. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I know this video was kind of long, but I had to paint y'all the full picture. I'm out.